Hi everyone. This is our first installment of print reading. We're going to primarily look today at a cover sheet. Cover sheet has a tremendous amount of information on it. This is what our cover sheet looks like for the project we're going to be looking at. First off, you can see the name of the project up here as well as its address. These things you'll find very common on most cover sheets, all of this information, so I'm just touching base on what you're going to see here. Next, it's going to have an architect who designed it, so it lists the architect and their address. It gives a civil engineer. Civil engineers are the engineers that deal with the dirt, things that are in the ground. Landscape architects, they make the ground pretty once the civil engineers do their job. They also worry about drainage and things like that. Next are structural engineers. These are the people that make sure our buildings stand up. And here's our consulting engineer, which currently they're out of business. We looked up their address. They're no longer in business. In addition to this information on who designed it and who's responsible for what, you will find a list of drawings. This is a great way to find information quickly just by reading through what's here. They are broken down into categories. As you can see, if I scroll around, you'll see that there's general, just a cover sheet and survey. You will see civil, that's the dirt stuff. You'll see landscaping, and again, that has to do with how do we make things drain correctly. That's also a part of the civil's job. But also they make the dirt pretty once the civil guys are done. Structural drawings, which are drawings that deal with foundations and the structure of the building, cross sections, things like that, how to keep a roof over our head. Architectural drawings, that's the pretty stuff. That's what we've been working on in class. If we go over here to fire protection, says exactly what it is. It's fire protection. It's how do we keep our buildings safe with fire suppression systems. Plumbing, this is where hot water comes in, cold water comes in, and where we get our brown trout to swim out. Mechanicals have to deal with like heating and ventilation for the building. And lastly, electrical. And electrical deals with the electricity of the building. So those are some of the common numbering systems and formats that you'll see on a list of drawings for a project. If we continue to scroll down, you're going to find that there's a set number box. This set number box, typically, if they go out to bid, you will see set 1, 2, 3, 4. And a lot of times contractors have to pay for that set, and they get money back if they return. This is a legal set of drawings. It does have the architect or engineer stamp here. You'll find the date that the prints were done, the job number that's related to this job based on what the architecture firm or engineering firm uses. A lot of times you'll find additional information. This happens to have multiple buildings on this project, so they've listed the square footage of those buildings. And lastly, a bunch of symbols and things that you'll see very consistent throughout the drawing. So these are some of the things that you'll find on a cover page. At this point, please go to Schoology and look up the quiz that's based just on this page and look for further drawings and assignments later.